y'all, it's Ashley Bookish Bethany, and I am here today with an announcement. Cue the blowhorn. Okay, so if you can't tell by the title of this video, I am here for a read-along announcement, which I don't think I've ever done. I think I tried to do like my own read-along or readathon thing like a few years back, but I mean, yeah, never really done this before. So me and Bethany over at Beautifully Bookish Bethany have been talking about doing a couple of buddy reads this year for a couple of series that we're both trying to make it through, and we had a conversation, and we are here to introduce the Song of the Lioness Readalong, which is going to focus on the Song of the Lioness Quartet by Tamara. Honestly, I've definitely heard her name said quite a few different ways, so correct me on which way is the correct way to say it, because like I said, I've heard it so many different ways. Anyway, so I'm super excited to participate in this because I have seen this series all over the library system all the time. It's constantly recommended. I know people who absolutely adore it and love it, and I have never read this series, and it is definitely a pivotal and important series to the YA fantasy genre. So this series originally came out in the 80s, which for me as a librarian, especially a youth services librarian, is very interesting to learn about, considering that YA as an age categorization has gone through so many different changes in the past 50, 60 years, probably even longer than that. I mean, I definitely pay all this money for this degree, and I cannot tell you the exact dates right now. Anyway, we thought that it would be fun if we actually read the first quartet together and had everyone join along in with us in reading the quartet. So if you did not know, the quartet is made up of 4 books. The first book is Alana, the First Adventure, which was published in 1983. In the Hand of the Goddess, which was published in 1984. The Woman Who Rides Like a Man, which was published in 1986. And Lioness Rampant, which was published in 1988. So this series focuses clearly on a young girl by the name of Alana who is super interested in knighthood and adventure, but she's a girl, and a lot of these things, if not all these things, have been reserved for boys and young men. So what she decides to do is she switches places with her twin brother, who has more of an interest in being a person who learns magic, and she goes off to the castle of King Royal to train to become a page. Now, this is a super important series because of the path that it paved for the introduction of young girls and women in fantasy, which is definitely a genre that is predominantly dominated by young boys and men. Of course, we are seeing this genre expand and change with the introduction of a variety of different characters, diverse characters, not only in gender identity, but in race and ethnicity. It's becoming a lot broader. But in the 80s, we were definitely looking at a genre that was specifically catering to young boys and men. So we are hoping to read the series. I believe that Bethany has already had a read of the series, or she's read the series and probably has read the spinoffs and has definitely enjoyed it. So I'm really interested in having conversations with Bethany about this, because this will be my first time reading it, and I would love to get a taste of older fantasy. I have specifically only read fantasy that has taken place, I think, or has been written predominantly in like the 21st century, to be quite honest with you. I don't think I've read anything from the 20th century in terms of fantasy. So this is going to be a fun experience for me, a fun experience for Bethany, and we wanted to have you all join us along for the ride. We are going to be reading 1 book a month. So the first book, of course, that we're going to be reading is Alana, the First Adventure, and we are going to be having a live show for each one of these books. We're going to alternate between our 2 channels. The first live show is going to take place on Bethany Bethany's channel on February 19th. Make sure you write that date down in your planner, your book journal, wherever you keep your dates. I have a planner this year because I'm getting organized. So it is going to take place, like I said, February 19th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's also going to be a Discord that you can join in order to have just conversations as you read the book. I'm going to make sure that that link to the Discord is down in the description box below. I am looking forward to having this adventure. Get it? Alana and the first adventure, and we're having an adventure. I'm super hyper right now, just in case anybody had any questions about my energy levels. So I am really looking forward to having this reading adventure with you all. I hope that some of you will be willing to join. This is enough time to either get the book from a secondhand store, get it from an indie store, get it from your library. Definitely just different resources that you could possibly check out in order to get access to this book. And I think that it's going to be a fun read. We have some other things coming out for you guys later on this year, but for right now we are going to focus on this one. And like I said, I hope you all join. If you have any questions, concerns, or comments, make sure you drop them down in the comment box below, and I will be back with another video soon. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications, and we look forward to seeing you all at the live show in about a month.